Now I just gotta take whatever God got for me. The last shot goes straight to here. Boom.
Sweet Lord, please have mercy. Baby Jesus, please save us. I know I used up my 3 favors. Back to sending like a week later.
Today we're reacting to John Carter's Network, episode 6, Who Shot Flock, featuring Uptown Flock. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Let's do this.
Now I just gotta take whatever God got for me.
Straight. Alright, this is Flop. Interview say 1. Mark, camera A.
Who shot Flock?
Yeah.
Alright, so weird speaking of yourself in the third person. However, who shot Flock? It's a good question. And it's a question that I can't answer, to be honest. And I even like telling the story or writing the story to the point where I don't know, even though there's footage of who shot Flock. And there's evidence of who shot Flock. It's just I'm not ready to see it until I'm done writing my own story, because it's endless. I can write a endless story to so many different suspects, so many different corners that still haven't been turned, and to the point where once I'm done writing my own, not assumptions, however, what my spirit tells me, then I'll go back and get the evidence of who shot Flock. But till then, I always blame myself, you feel me? I always blame me for who shot Flock, because what I put into the world is what you reap back and what you sow, you feel me? You reap what you sow. And to this point, I think I just did more good things than the karma that I put into the world, you feel me? And God took away one eye and gave me my third one. So this was my gift on coming back. I had to do a trade-in. I had to trade an eye to come back to tell my story. And
I ain't gonna be stopping the video too much, but that's real mature. You know, have you can look back at some stuff that happened to you. I mean, ultimately, when you're in situations, you put yourselves in a situation. So ultimately, whatever happened to you, 9 times out of 10, it is your fault. But let's keep going.
this is where I'm at now.
Take me to 2020 on the plane.
2020.
Take me through the day. You know what I'm talking about. California, you getting on the plane.
So 2020 starts off like this. Boarding the plane at LAX, I done put 17 units or quote unquote pounds under the plane, and I'm already hesitant, I'm already antsy, and I already got a poker face on the whole day. I made it through TSA, cool, the bags under the plane. Now it's the easy part, and I'm still kind of nutty because I got a half a pound in my carry-on, and that's personal. That ain't got nothing to do with selling to nobody or nothing. So now when I'm putting my carry-on up, you feel me, I'm paying attention to detail at the same time. I know it's somebody at the window seat. I'm not paying them too much mind though. Putting my carry-on up top, and then once I close it down, the Latino's looking at me. He like, "What's up, Flock?" I even get to the point where I'm like, "Nah, who's that?" He like, you Flock." I'm like, I even look behind me like, "Is somebody else you talking to?" He like, "Nah, I know Reggie." "Who the fuck is Reggie?" He's like, "Yeah, man, it's Reggie." I'm like, "All right, before I sit down, I need to know who Reggie is too." So I tell him like, "Look, go through your phone and call this Reggie you talking about," as if I don't know nobody in my life named Reggie. So he like, "All right, cool." He get on FaceTime before we gotta put our phones on airplane mode, and the guy Reggie shows up, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I do know this guy."
Bro, I don't care who you know. You ain't finna meet me in no random place on the plane and I know what I'm doing and then be like, "Oh, I know you." Like, instant red flag.
Yeah, I know him from midget football. You know, when you playing recreational football, you got your peewees, your midgets, and your juniors. We won 3 championships already in a row, and he was there for the 3rd one, you know what I mean? So I seen him probably for like a good year of my life. However, at this time in my life, my parents got divorced, and I decided to stay with my father, where everybody else was with my mother. And I met these 2 kids down the street, Reggie and Terrell, that was living with their father. I never met their mother. I'm not even sure if their mother was still around at the time. So that's how I know this kid, Reggie. So it made me comfortable to connecting with the Latino. So now I sit down with him like, "Yo," plane goes up, and then we start chatting. And I'm like, "What you got going on?" Latino tells me, "I got 20 P's going to 757. I got them delivered. They going through the mail." I'm like, shit. I stopped playing with the mail. I lost damn near 80,000. I had to go back home to VA, get back right, you feel me, and then come back. So now it's to the point where if I'm not putting it on the plane with me, I ain't going at all. So he like, "Shit, how you do that?" I'm like, "Shit, get off the plane with me and I'll show you." So he like, "All right, bet." We talk, we chat, we get off the...
Like, I get it. Like, it's easy for dudes to, like, meet another dude and make friends versus like, you know, like females or women or whatever. Like I kind of get it in a sense, but like doing like trapping, nah. You know, you gotta be wary of everybody.
Plane. Now I get to show them around my city. We land in Richmond, Virginia. I wasn't I wasn't born in Richmond, Virginia. I was raised in Richmond, Virginia. I was actually born in Montecati, Italy. My parents from Cote d'Ivoire, they foreigners. So, and my parents got a elementary school education. And when I say elementary school, it probably stopped in first grade. Everything else was a hustle. Even getting us to Europe, me and my older brother was born in Europe. He was born in a different part of Italy. I was born in Montecati, and then I was in the U.S. States like 2-3 months. And I came from Georgia, so I always usually tell people I'm from Decatur, Georgia. In reality, I ain't from Decatur, Georgia. I was just there for like a year, and then I was in Richmond at the age of 2, and that's where the story begins. However, to get back to the story, we land in Richmond. Now I got my plug-ins here, and I got my connections, and most of my resources are here. Touchdown, we get to a rental spot. I'm like, what car you want? He like, shit, I can get anyone? Yeah. He gets an Audi, a black Audi, cool. I jump in an all-white Range Rover. Now, I'm acting like I got this much rank here. However, I got a national account that my bodyguard gave me and a BOA account. I can get any car I want to, I get him that too. And I give the manager at the National weed. So I give him some weed. Hey, you good? Slip him 100. You good? Yeah, cool. Everything paid for, and then we slide off. Now, this is when the story gets tricky. Now, due to the fact that I got this stranger with me, I'm ready to pass him off to one of my brothers. Like, yeah, he get 20 pounds. I don't need this money. I'm good. Everything I brought over here I already sold. And this play, I'm trying to disconnect myself from the city slowly but surely. So I'm gonna give this play to one of my bros. So I get him to meet me at this spot, but the spot we going to is my man Jig's spot. Now, Jig's story is kind of different. We played on the same football team that I told you won 3 championships on. Jig just decided to stick to football and end up becoming the #1 player in the nation and going to Virginia Tech. I'm not gonna say Jiggy ain't panning out because he wanted to smoke weed. Shit, he just had different ambitions in life, and he just wanted to get his college education and come back home. Cool, you feel me? However, that's when we get reconnected because shit, I'm going back and forth to Cali and shit, Jiggy ain't never stopped smoking weed, so he wanted to tap in with me. So cool, Jiggy ended up buying one of the bags that's coming over, and I'm gonna bless him just cause shit, I want him to win. So Jiggy house is gonna be home base. We're gonna call that headquarters. We go to Jiggy crib at her headquarters, and then I got my right hand man that was just out in California doing some modeling shit, and he seen everything I was doing as I was moving and grooving in LA. So when I get back, he hits me with a sob story like, hey bro, you know, shit kinda tough right now, you feel me? You can fuck with me, and it's my man's. I'm not thinking nothing of it. However, he's thinking twice of it because shit, probably a month before this trip, I came to him and asked him like, look, shit tough right now, nigga. McDonald's looking expensive. You feel me? I can't get a Happy Meal, nigga. Give me 1,000 real quick. And I know he got 1,000 because the same way he would ask me for 1,000, I would have gave him 10. At this time, though, it's just like rough waters and people changing. The more you separate yourself, or when you leave your city, people feel like you detaching from them. So I ain't been in the city. I've been in Atlanta and LA, so I'm just reconnected with the bro. So when I asked him for this favor a month ago, it was, hey, I ain't got it. Now, a month later, when he asked me, hey, let me get a bag or two, you feel me? Now, I can have the same energy he got, however, I don't. Because if I had the same energy he has, that makes me him.
Most people like that though. I mean, I'm the same way myself. Like you can cross me. No, I wouldn't say cross me up, but you do me dirty or whatever. It's just I'm not built like that. So it's certain shit that I can't like just do, or you know what I mean. Like I'm always gonna try to help somebody out, like even if I ain't got it. But like Flock kind of friendly though. So I mean, let's let the story go.
You feel me? And he not me and I'm not him. So yeah, I got you. That's the second party. That's the second person invited to the party. He ends up bringing us one, a guy named Siri. We call him Smoke. You feel me? We just call Siri Smoke. He's in the Army now. He joined the Navy. You know how the nigga named Smoke. You feel me? So, but when he come back from the Navy, I don't smoke weed, I don't do none of this. Don't even call me Smoke, call me Siri. Oh shit, nigga, I didn't give you the name Smoke. Whatever though, you feel me? But that's the storyline. Smoke the third person.
Bro, you don't get your own nicknames. You can't make your own nickname and everybody respect it. Like, bro, you gotta earn your nickname. I had a cat I went to school with. It's so funny that his nickname He nicknamed himself Hakeem. Like, bro, your whole nickname is another first name. Like, chill, bro.
Then you got who we got? We got Jiggy, we got your right hand man, we got Smoke, and then we got my bro that I invite. I invite my bro cause hey, it's me go get 20 P's. Hey, look, that can be your play. I get them here for you. You get them going. We good. Cool. Same time, my bro kind of upset with me because I got him in a room with 4 other people and he don't want everybody in his mix. However, shut the hell up. I don't got time. I'm coming to this one spot, this one location, and y'all might not see me again. Cool. The 5th person happens to be a chef. And it's a full circle moment because it happens to be my fiance's brother now. You feel me? It was always her brother, but my fiance now. Her brother happens to be in the house. Okay, I wasn't expecting him to be here. However, I plan on doing a party in Puerto Rico for my birthday. So, hey, bro, how much you want to do a party for like a week or two? Cool. All right, here's $100. Here's some weed for a deposit. We good? Hell yeah, I got you. Just give me the information later. Cool. I unzip my bag. I show him how I brought everything over from LA. I show them how to transport the money. I show them how to transport the cannabis. And in their mind, I know everybody in the room just flabbergasted. They just like, you really put all that on the, yeah, put it on the bird. You feel me? But in my mind, I'm thinking, hey, yeah, show them everything. Yeah, cool. I don't.
Bro, how do you transport pounds on the plane? That's crazy.
Know what's going on behind the scenes, and I'm in my own mix. I'm moving fast. So now this is a Wednesday where I meet everybody at headquarters. It's 5 people I meet at headquarters. Now once I leave headquarters, everything else gets shaky. I get rid of everything that I need to get rid of. I'm cool. Now it's a Saturday. Well, it's really a Friday night going into Saturday. My flight leaves at 6:37 in the morning, and I'm up. I'm wired up for some reason. I can't sleep. I don't know what God got on my body, however, I cannot go to sleep. So I'm trying to figure out, man, 17, I would have brought more over. However, we got this rule. You're not gonna bring more than 13 to 17. You're too loud, you're too hot, it weighs too much. You don't wanna get caught up. However, if you wanna bring another body over, you can bring more. And I'm like, all right, cool, let's try to find somebody else. So this night I decided that I'm ready to count up 26,000, or 26.5 to be exact. I even got one of the big homies swapping out big bills, like I get a couple of your hundreds, I gotta pack this, cool. Now they're ready to go out and go to the club. I'm ready to follow them, however I'm not going to the club. I'm ready to just go try to find another body to bring back to California so I can bring more units over. Before I go out the door, they put their hand on me like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, I'm ready to go out. They like, yo, didn't we tell you, like, just stop doing what you be doing, yo, you rap. Like, you better than everybody rapping, just rap. Matter of city, ain't nothing ready to happen to me here. It's my city, what you talking about? I'm a made man here. I'm ready to go outside, I'll be back. They like, all right, cool. They go to the club. I go off, I get one of my big homies, he like, hey, it's this girl Barbara, she can come with you. I'm like, you sure? He like, yeah. I go tap in with her, like, look, I need you to come to Cali, I'll give you some money, I'll put you in the Ritz, you can go shopping, when it's time to go back to the airport, I'll put your bag under, we ain't even gotta see each other. She just like, okay, nigga, I never met you before in my life. You gonna fly me to California, put me in a room, you don't want nothing from me, and you gonna give me money? Yeah, right. You trying to kidnap me? And then once you put that in the mix, I'm not even mad at her, cause my face don't look like I'm not gonna say don't look like an honest one. At the same time, it don't look like somebody I trust just off of meeting them. You feel me? So I'm like, and it's before the eye. So I'm like, all right, cool, I understand. Take her back to her location. Then I get on the phone with like a girl from the past, and I'm just like, all right, look, where are you? She like, I'm in Roanoke. Like, Roanoke, cool, I'm gonna come out there, but I still got all this money on me. So the type of person I am is like, I'm just not one of those dudes that pull up like, hey, yeah, I got 26.5, help me count it. What am I taking that much money to Roanoke? I don't even know what the hell is in Roanoke. Who goes to Roanoke? What's in Roanoke? Whatever. I'm like, okay, let me go back to headquarters. I'm gonna go back to headquarters and drop this money off. However, the way I move is so strategic, I tell certain information or put certain pieces on the board that I can only move or tell what happens. So before I even call in and say, hey, look, I'm ready to drop this money off at headquarters, I just show up to headquarters. I pull up to headquarters, the scene looks the same to me. I'm the type of person that drives around the block once or twice, and I did that one time. I didn't do twice like I usually do. I drove around, cool, found the parking spot right in front of the door.
Yo, when you trapping or whatever, every time you go off routine and you get off your square, that's when something happens. Every time. If you come this way and you go out the another way, whenever you do that, that's what you got to keep doing. If you circle the block 2-3 times before you make a stop, then you need to circle the block 2-3 times before you make a stop.
Now this is where it gets spooky. I get out the car. When I get out the car, I'm walking towards the loft. It's college loft. I get there, I can smell weed in the air. You know when you ain't smoking and you ain't hot, you can smell everything. So I smell the weed in the air, and it kind of smells like this strand I was trying to push called Forlato. When I get around the car, I see a mod, and I'm like, oh shit, Brody, you smoking that Forlato? He's like, yeah, I'm smoking it. He like, yeah, what's up, Brody? And I'm like, all right. I reach my hand out to greet him, just to give him a dap. Yo reaches his hand back out to greet me. At the same time, he freezes just like this, like it don't even come in. I'm already here with it. His hand stops right here, and his eyes get diluted, and they just get real big. They open up wide. I done been in the mix, like I told you. I'm far from a saint, so robberies, drive-bys, Lord behold, homicides or attempted murders. I've been somewhat in those mixes, so I know what this thing looks like. I know what it feels like. I know when it's there. When this guy freezes and his eyes get big, only thing I can think about is, oh shit, protect him. You feel me? What the fuck is about to happen? I push him as far as I can, as hard as I can, push him out the way. Now I got 2 pistols on me. I'm trying to get to one of them. By the time I can pull one of them out, I end up getting shot like in my hip. Boom, I lose like feeling in my leg. Now when I'm trying to reach for the other one, I can't. I get to the other one, but it drops after I get shot in the leg down. The next shot, it's like I get hit right here in my stomach. When I get hit in my stomach, this one sits me down like a folding chair, a lawn chair, boom. Now I'm like, oh shit, I fold, I just go back down. Same time I got one of those type of, I don't know, you know how you can watch YouTube and there's certain things you shouldn't be able to see? I always take it back to the Nipsey video when I'm watching Nipsey die. Not even saying like I'm watching him die, I'm just seeing his last words and I don't even know what he's saying to this Eric Holder guy.
R.I.P. Nipsey. That really hurt.
You feel me? I just know Nipsey lifts up and he said something to him. It may have been cool, may have been disrespectful. However, I believe it was disrespectful.
Drop R.I.P. Nipsey in the comments. If you rocked with Nipsey Hussle, go ahead and drop them R.I.Ps in the comments. Throw them flowers in there.
Because it made that fuck nigga kick Nipsey after he died, you feel me? So whatever Nipsey said, his spirit got off everything he wanted off his chest. I'm having one of these moments too, to the point where at the same time, I'm not ready to die for some reason. I lift up and I can feel somebody drawing down on me. I don't know if I see 1 figure or 2 figures. You ever watch Heat Vision? All you can see is like red. That's all I can see. I can't see figures. At this point, I'm thinking I'm seeing spirits now. So as these spirits are coming closer to me, I'm talking to them, but I feel like I know this spirit to the point where I'm like, the fuck are you doing, nigga? And he don't even speak. Yo lifts it up to shoot me again. I block it with my arm. Like I put my arm up like, bitch. It goes straight through, boom. In my arm, out my arm, it hits me. Skins me in my head. So now I'm like, oh shit. Then he's still not done. Whoever this culprit is, he's not done. You feel me? The last shot, the 5th shot, he decides to put it straight to my head, and now I don't have feeling in my arm to block it. I can't. My gun, the other gun's to the side of me, the other one's right here. Now I just gotta take whatever God got for me. The last shot goes straight to here. Boom. All I hear is ring.
Yo, they was really trying to take him out. That's crazy. I mean, he's still alive though, so God got a plan for him.
At the same time, for anybody else, I don't know how this works for other people. However, for me, it was as soon as that 5th shot went off, boom, I get up and I'm out my body now. Now it's to the point where it's like, forgive me if I pull this chair back, but now it's to the point where it's like, I'm out my body and I'm looking at myself on the ground and I'm like, oh shit. I always say this, the story never gonna change. It always gets back to the same thing. I always say, God damn, they shot the fuck out of you. They weren't playing with you, yo. Then I get down. I'm like, shit. See if you can get some help. Now my vessel is moving around, but it's listening to my spirit. Now my spirit is controlling my vessel to the point where I'm like, okay, this shit's really working. It's like a puppet or something. I'm like, yo, go in your pocket and get your phone. The vessel goes in his pocket, gets the phone. I always say it like it's a different person because I know like my vessel isn't connected to my spirit, and it's not going to be that way whenever I transition. However, in this realm, in this world, we're connected. The only time you see your spirit though is when you're sleeping, you're dreaming, and you think it's a dream. You feel me? And I compare it to this in a dream. I don't know how many dreams people have or what kind of dreams people have. However, in certain dreams, I've had a lot of dreams of dying or getting shot. And in these dreams, or in the dreams when you're fighting, you get sweaty, your body builds up, in this other realm, your vessel feels it. When you get shot in a dream, it hurts so bad that you wake up. You feel me? You wake up and you pat yourself down like, whew, thank God that was a dream. Now in the real world, when your vessel really gets shot, your spirit wakes up. So now I'm not dreaming no more. My spirit is really here with me. So now I'm like, yo, get to your phone, get it out. The vessel gets the phone out, looks at me. I'm like, all right, call 911. I'm such a nut in both worlds, spiritually and in the real world. My vessel looks at me and say, call the police. Yes, dickhead. Call.
Bro say he a nut in real life and in the spiritual world. That's crazy. If you kicking it with your what they call it when your spirit body, when you astral project and stuff like that. I mean, I had like out of body experiences before too, but nothing like that.
The police, dummy. 911. We call 911 because I'm still like, I ain't telling. What? You ready to die, nigga? Call them. Boom, call 911. So now I'm whispering in my vessel's ear like, yo, tell them you down Commerce. Tell them you right by the loss. The vessel repeats it. I'm down Commerce. I'm right at the loss. I'm like, all right, tell them you got shot. You need help right now. It's like, I got shot, I need help right now. And I end up coughing up blood like in the movies. It really happens. Like a chunk of blood comes out and hits me in my chest and rolls down to the point I'm like, ew. You feel me? But I can't say nothing because I'm really trying to survive right now. But my spirit like, ew, that shit look nasty. It look like the movies. So now I'm on the phone with dispatch and they're like, we're gonna get help to you as soon as possible. We got a squad car that's close by. Me and the vessel look up and we see a squad car driving past, and I'm like, yo, the car just drove past me. Tell them the car just drove past. Vessel repeats it, the car just drove past. Now they stop, skirt. The doors open, doors close. I can see feet walking to me and black out. That's when I end up blacking out. Now after I black out, I go to a place that kind of looks like this room I'm in now, this setup I'm in now. I always compare it.
All right, I'm gonna end the video there. You want to check out the video? It's on John Conye's network. Who Shot Flock, episode 6. But that's crazy, bro. Like, I want to know who shot Flock too. Shit, but Flock's still here. So make sure you check out my other video. Like, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys for being here. But till next time.
Sweet Lord, please have mercy. Baby Jesus, please save us. I know I used up my 3 favors. Back to sender like a week later. New car, speed racer, copper crib, need acres. Most of all, we all need